Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a special video today. This video is for a 3-year-old viewer and her name is Cassie. Hi Cassie! I am called the Heart Lady by Cassie. So Marilyn is her grandmother. Hi Marilyn! She reached out to me to place an order because her 3-year-old granddaughter Cassie loves to watch me, which is amazing. And she calls me the Heart Lady because she liked the pink heart that I made the other day for Barbara. So Marilyn has ordered the heart for her granddaughter, and she also likes the turtle from a very old video, like embarrassing old video. But I did the turtle back then with abalone shell, white abalone shell, and backed it in blue. And Cassie liked the turtle, but she said it would be prettier if it was pink. So we're gonna make her a pink turtle and a pink heart. And I have all kinds of things. I have this I'm going to finish too today with you. I did this coaster. I was trying something in the background. It didn't work, but it left me a really pretty coaster in purple. So I grabbed a UV DTF sticker in a little Knome. I have a whole package of them. And now that I see them on the back of this, I want to make a whole set because I have a whole bunch of different little stickers like this. So I'm just going to top coat this one today while I have it out and get that finished. And let's see, so for the heart, alcohol ink is the best in this kind of a mold. So I just got Pixis alcohol inks, and this one's called Candy. She likes bright pink better than like light pink is what Marilyn had told me. And then I wanted to throw some glitter in there, but you don't really want glitter in this kind of mold. So I have my Diamond Dust glitter pigment from Temu in pink. I'm just going to drip some into the alcohol ink. This needs 2 cures. So I'm going to, instead of using the white, I thought she might enjoy these. These are very pretty, colorful shells this time. Since she liked the other turtle, I didn't want to use the same shell because she sounds very vibrant. So I'm going to use these beautiful shells in the shell of the turtle and cure. Now, so many of you have given me suggestions on how to block the head because the head points down, it's going to fill with clear. The only reason I'm not going to do that is because, one, when I unblock that head, I'm really worried about breaking the seal of the shell and my next color going underneath it. So we're just going to let that head fill up with clear. You could paint it with a mica powder if you wanted to. The problem with that is I was going to paint the head and the feet with like an intense. There's no pinks out there. You guys need to make a pink intense color. I don't have any. So I'm going to stick with just pouring a second layer. And in the second layer, actually, I pulled out Pinky Keen. I'm going to put just a little bit in here. So there's some glitter shining through. I pulled out the rose red glow-in-the-dark powder that I just got in Happy Mail. And I took in this little thing and I just crushed it into a finer powder because it is kind of, it's gritty when you use those glow-in-the-dark powders. So I don't know if this one was too, but I did this anyway and I should have enough. So I'm going to put the glow-in-the-dark into the pink mica powder for the legs. Probably not the head, but at least the legs will be done in the back of him. Everything except that. So it will glow in the dark for her. So I think I'm going to mix up just a couple ounces. This is a Let's Resin mold. It says 13.1 ounces. I think I'm going to fill it up. I don't think it held that much last time I did that though. So I don't know that I'm going to go by that number. Plus I'm filling a lot of shells in here. So I'm just going to mix up a couple of ounces. I think I'm going to do my 4-hour fast cure, and maybe we'll do this at the same time. I don't really like top coating with 4-hour fast cure, but I don't really want to just, let me clean this off real quick. I usually like to use tabletop resin for top coats, but I hate to have to just mix up half an ounce of tabletop resin just to get this done. So I figured I'll just do it at the same time. Now these UV DTFs, they have 2 layers if you can get them apart. Otherwise you can grab some tape and get them apart, which I might have to do. This one is pretty thick. Oh, there we go. I got it. So it's got a top layer and a bottom layer that needs to come off. So that's the bottom layer. That's garbage. For the top layer, you're going to first get your sticker on where you want it somehow. I hope you have one chance at this, you guys. You don't get two chances. Once it's stuck, that's where it's going. So I'm putting him right here. And that's where it's going, because you cannot pull these up. Just rub it down really good, and that looks really good and centered. Not too shabby. And then you take this top layer and you pull it off as if you were doing like a decal from your Cricut or something. Isn't that cute? He's so cute, and I'm not even like a gnome lover, but I know a lot of you guys are. Is that a bubble? I hope not. It could be. If it is, I will just slice it out. Is it? It is! So if you have a bubble, you just slice it out. And I think there's one here too. I'm usually pretty good with these. Not today. There we go. You can't even tell. No more bubbles. And then before I pour it, obviously I need to clean it again because my fingers were all over it. So just make sure you got a clean surface. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna move my little heart out of the way and grab a little bit of resin just for the shell. I'm gonna let that set overnight, and then we're gonna pour the rest of it tomorrow.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
As I'm stirring, if you know me well enough, I'm always changing my mind while I'm stirring my resin. So I have changed my mind on several things. So I'm going to use tabletop. I'm not going to be lazy. I don't like the idea of 4-hour fast cure just sitting there willing to drip over all those edges, because I'm not coating the bottom with anything. I just don't think it's necessary. It's just an extra anyway, so I don't want to go through all the extra steps. So I'm going to mix up tabletop for that. I was going to use this chunky glitter, but I'm thinking that's not a good idea because they're going to sink and you may cover that. So I chose the non-sink glitter by Into Resin to go into the shell. And I'm just draining my thing. I propped him up. I didn't think about propping it up. I don't know why. So I'm propping his head up off the table. So hopefully we don't get a ton of clear in there. And then I'm just going to mix. I'm probably going to be mixing too much. I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of shells in. I don't usually mix it this way, but today I am. What is that in my... Something that doesn't look like a shell. And then I'm going to put in... I want it nice and thick with shells. So I'm probably already going to have extras. I will put in my non-sink glitter right now. If we see it, we see it. If we don't, we don't. These are pretty on their own, but she loves bling. 3 years old, a girl after my own heart. A girl who loves bling already. So I'm gonna just dump some in here. Sparingly. I don't want to overtake what I'm doing here. We'll run it through the vacuum chamber because there are tons of bubbles in here. And then pour it into the back. I'll come back, top coat that, and we will do the rest tomorrow. Like, I can't tell about the glitter because of all the bubbles, and I don't want to do it later, so I'm going to add a little more. That's it. I hope we see some of it. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Can I see any of it? I see a little bit here and there. Should I do more? I don't know. I better not. I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna do that. Let's get this in the vacuum chamber, get all those bubbles out because there are billions of them, and then we'll start.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye.
I'm just gonna spritz it with a little bit of alcohol. I think I have way too much here. What I really want to do is take the shell before I take the resin, because there is a layer of clear resin over it. And I'm pretty sure, what is that? Don't know. So I'm just trying to scoop out the shell. And get it in there. So I could see the glitter in the cup. I just hope it can be seen through the shell. So if I can just, even if there's like a small layer of clear in the head and then the pink goes behind it, you would never notice that small clear layer in the head, which looks like it's gonna be a small clear layer in the head. So I'm gonna have some extra shell to put into something. Just want enough for the shell, really. I'm trying not to let any shells get down in the head because I don't want them to have brains like my llama did the other day. And I think that's probably it. Just put some pieces back here. And a couple of pieces up there. I think we got it. Why didn't I ever prop the stinking turtle up before? Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got a little left. Let me find, maybe I could do a little turtle. Let's do this little guy, this little water ripple. After I clean up my mess here, so it doesn't get on my clothes. I'm just gonna move this one over, I think. As long as his head stays up, we're good. We're good, we're good. Yep, there's nothing going in there. So maybe we could fill up this little guy. I'm just gonna spray it a little bit. Oh, look at that. Maybe it'll be a matching turtle. I even have too much for this little one. So I'm going to let that be. I only have enough left for, like, I don't know, a little keychain or something. So there is a little bit in the feet, but I'm going to be able to back it, so it should be okay. So we're just going to let those two cure overnight, and then let me mix up a little bit of tabletop, and we'll get this little guy next. I just mixed up ½ an ounce, which is probably more than I need, and I added a dab of my crushed crystal in there. I know you can't see it because there's billions of bubbles, but that's okay because they will come out with the torch. I'm just gonna stick it in the center, grab me a scribe, which I forgot, and start bringing it to the edge. And this resin will thicken up fairly quickly, which is what I want. If I did this with a 4-hour fast cure, I would not have such good results, I don't think. I don't want to test it, put it that way. This is too cute. I don't want to waste this sticker and mess up the back of the coaster. Although, you know, you can always sand it down, cover it. There's always a save. It's just, do you want to do the work to save it? That's the problem. And then you can torch because there's no mold. So I'll get my high-powered torch out. Well, my medium-powered torch out. My high-powered torch is the big old one that we use on the boards. And I put a little bit more over here. And I'm just about caught up, although orders come in every day, but I had so many outstanding. I have a couple more, And then I can get back to the things that I wanted to try with you, which I'm sure you guys will be glad. Although, you know, seeing people's orders, if you guys sell at markets, you know what people are buying if you see it this way. There we go. Beautiful. It's not going over the edge, nothing. Let's get these bubbles out. Look at that. Gorgeous. I'm just going to torch it like one more time. And that's it. I did put the rest into this little keychain. I just need to clean off the edges. I guess I over poured it. Whoops, that stinking thing. I just got a brand new set of these too, and I haven't opened them yet. I hate it. And I even glued it in there, so clearly glue didn't work. This is my favorite one because it's got that beveled edge on it. And I can go around the edges with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna let the bubbles rise. Now every time you torch it, you lower the viscosity and you have a better chance of it running over the edge. So don't torch more than you need to. All these look good. I will see you in the morning. It's the next day, about probably 12 hours later, maybe a little less than that. And everything looks good. There's hardly any clear in the head because I had it propped up. So I mixed up 6 ounces. I do not think that 13 ounces is correct. It wasn't correct the first time I did this quite a long time ago, I remember. I know the shell takes up space, but it doesn't take up that much space. So what I have heard from you guys, because I don't use glow powders very often, is that you can color your resin the same way you would color it without the glow powder and add the glow powder and it will still glow. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all this glow powder that I smashed up yesterday in here. Get that mixed up, and then I'm going to add that mica powder, although this is pretty close to the same color I want, but it's not as opaque as I want it. Now you have to mix that stuff really good, even though like I did crush it really well. I still see some chunks in there that are like floating around. It's transparent, really, and that's what I don't want to do. So I'm going to add a little bit of this rose red to kind of match that color of the shell that's in there and see what they look like. Hopefully she likes this bright color pink. That's what I'm told anyway. And we'll see if this is opaque. And I guess we're going to find out if it glows in the end. I won't know. I guess I could turn the light off and shine the light in my cup, but I need a little more powder. It's not quite opaque, although it probably would be inside the turtle at this point, but that's okay. My little coaster dude came out really good. Nothing dripped over like I thought. So that one is adorable. I don't know if I'm going to bling up the sides or not. Maybe. It helps hold the condensation in anyway if you put rhinestones. Oh, look at that. That looks good. I am going to debubble this, but before that, let me show you this little one. Nice and shiny, top coated and beautiful. I might put stones around the edge. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I don't know. Here's the other 2 extras. Here's I just poured this little water ripple keychain or whatever pendant. Looks really nice. I love, you can see the sparkle. That's good news. So if I could see it in here, I'll be able to see it in the turtle. So you can see the sparkle from the glitter. Then I made, what I did was I put some, what did I put in here? Oh, it was clear. So I put a little bit of this diamond dust pigment to see what the color was, and that was the color of it. And then because it already had this pigment in there, I went ahead and added 2 drops of the alcohol ink to see what it would look like for the heart tray, and that is what it looked like. So I'm going to have to go a little bit lighter on everything because I want a transparent tray. So I think that alcohol ink is extremely pigmented. I've not used Pixis before, so I'm going to be very careful with it when I mix up the next 10 ounces. So those are those extras. Let me run this through the vacuum chamber, and we'll get these turtles poured. Hopefully this is enough. We'll find out. But till then, BRB.
Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and gold with a stroke of flair. Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night.
Well, that was bubbling like crazy. It must have been that powder in there. I'm just gonna spritz it a little bit, both of them. I had to release the pressure so many times. I'm glad I didn't walk away. It would have been everywhere. Hopefully we don't get a bunch of bubbles up underneath there. I think I got them all out, but anytime you have bubbles rising, that hits the silicone and they can't get back here. That's how you get your little micro bubbles. And that's why we do vacuum chambers, so that doesn't really happen. I'm interested to see if 6 is going to fill these two. I think they will. I knew this one did not hold 13. I'm going to have to measure this one by water because I still have a good ounce left. So that took 5. And then we'll just fill up this one and I'll still have some left. I can dome this one a little bit. There. That might be too much, but we'll see. And I have extras. So I'm just going to make me some more pendants because I can always use them. Or should we use... Do I have enough? I've never made a pink peacock before. I'm just gonna squish this out of the way and move a few things. Should we make a pink peacock? That might be really pretty. As you could tell, I keep using it. Let's try. I'm gonna grab my little dotting tool and we're gonna poke. Well, this one's got resin on it. We're gonna poke some resin into those holes like I have been doing. That seems to save us from getting all those bubbles in these holes. And then pour it in since I have plenty of working time left with this. You could just take your time, and the alcohol spray works as well to get them in there. And then I've been putting little stick pins on the backs that were sent to me in Happy Mail. They come out really nice if you haven't seen the last couple. Get in there. I guess less is more. Less will let it go right down in there. See, that one's not full, and I put a big drop in it. In that one too. So maybe just add a little bit so it can seep right in. That's the trick. A little bit. Huh. Who would have guessed? It just flows right down those sides if you add the tiniest smidgen. That one's got a lot of alcohol in it. Okay. Then I'm just gonna spray the rest. Get a little up there. I still have a little bit left. I guess I could make me some more turtles. Perfect. One bubble. That's gonna be pretty. Let's get these out of the way and pour it in here. I don't know why I always use the same molds for my extras. I have so many sitting literally right behind me. I should just start choosing other ones to do because I have so many to do. And I just don't prepare in time. I just grab what I know because I always use them. So maybe tomorrow or on the next one, I will prepare for extras and do something different. A lot of my extra ones hold more than this, which is part of the reason I do a lot of turtles, because I don't have a ton left. And some of my extras hold like 1.5 ounces, some 2 ounces. That's when I measure really, really badly, is when I should be using those. All right, let me clean off these edges because they're not really fun to clean after the fact. And I have just a few scrapes left. I might make me some butterflies with that. Okay, let's grab my butterflies. And these only need 2 drops each. That's how I ended up with so many butterflies from these last scrapes in the cup. It's amazing how many you can get from things you would have probably thrown in the garbage because you didn't want to scrape the cup that well. A lot have asked me to put these, maybe package them and put them on my eBay store. The only problem with that is by the time I pay the shipping, I don't know, I mean, how much you guys really want to pay for the butterflies. Like, I can do that, that's no problem, but it's not going to be like $5 because the shipping costs me a lot more than that. And then eBay, of course, they take their cut right off the top. So I'm not sure how much you guys want to pay for some butterflies just to cover my expenses. Might be cheaper for you to buy the mold, but if I have enough people that comment that they still want them in the store, I'll be happy to package them up because I have so many. I'll never be able to use this many. Otherwise, I could probably package them for the people that purchase from me, but then that leaves a lot of people out that still want them, and I don't want to do that either. So, I don't know. Leave me your feedback on butterflies. On my channel, I go with majority. I can't make everybody happy, as you guys know. So I end up, like I tell you all the time, I steer my channel by comments. So those of you that take the time to comment, I appreciate it. And a lot of you do every single video, which is amazing. And you guys are the ones that are steering the channel. So majority rules on my channel. Get a couple more drops, like one more little drip in this one, and that's it. So we got 12 butterflies from the scrapings. And what I would do if I did do that, I would just mix them all up and just randomly pick them. I'm not going to give you like all one color. I would give you all different colors. Okay, let me grab some more resin and we'll get the heart poured. As I was having this mixed, thank God it's hands-free, I looked over at my turtle and it was way over poured. You guys probably saw that and I didn't. So I was scooping it out. I still have some more to scoop out. And I grabbed this mold to Told you I'd grab a new one. Not really new. This is the hair clip mold from Into Resin. That's all nice and sparkly. Look at all that I got out of the turtle. That was too much. It was like overflowing into a part that doesn't get demolded. So I still have some more to scoop out, but we'll do that in a bit. I'm gonna start with 3 drops and see how that looks. I don't know. I'm thinking it was the pigment that I put too much pigment in that made it opaque in the little turtles yesterday. I don't want this too light, which is still too light. So this isn't what was pigmented. It was, I don't think I want to put that in now. Maybe I'll try like a drop for the shimmer, but I really want this transparent. That's the way you get your best look in a diamond crystal mold, is keeping it transparent, which this is. Let me grab a paper towel and see just how transparent. It's still kind of light. You know what? I'll do my 1 drop now, and then I'll go from there. Maybe 2. 2 drops, just to give it a little sparkle. Is that enough? I must have just squirted in that turtle, because this is just giving it a sparkle, but not quite a lot of sparkle. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3 drops more. And that'll be it. I don't know if we'll see it or not, but it's definitely sparkling in the cup. And it's still transparent. Let's do 2 more drops, and I think that's it. I will vacuum chamber this off camera because I stirred in so many bubbles. Get it all off of here, and then we will pour. Okay, I'm ready. I am going to spritz mine just because I do not want bubbles in there for her. I would rather have bubbleless projects than worry about my mold. I'm just gonna go slow all the way around the edge. Get all those little crevices filled. Kind of check them, squish them for little bubbles that might have lodged their way in there. There's something in there, right there, a little red thing. There we go. We'll see how much of the 10. I think it takes all 10. I hope you like this pink, Cassie. It's bright, transparent. I'm just trying to gauge from the side here. Yeah, it took all 10. I could probably scrape out 1 hair clip, I think, from it. Get that bubble out, that bubble out. Maybe run a tool around the edge. I don't think that's a bubble. I think that looks good. Let me just scoot this out of the way and scoot this up there. Let's see if we can get one of these. I bet you we can. We'll do the hearts. Oh yeah, for sure. And being transparent, you could see the bubbles in there that you have to get out. probably get 2 of them. Just get them out of these little diamonds. So I'm guessing these dark pink ones have several bubbles because it was kind of thick when I was pouring it in and I couldn't see through it to do this. So we probably got some bubbles in those. Let's fill that one up. Do I have enough? I might have enough for another one. Let's try this one. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Get the bubbles out. I might have enough for these 2. I should have added some other color, but didn't think about it till now. So now they're transparent hair clips. Oh yeah, I got some bubbles in these, that's for sure. Couple more scrapes. Dome it up. I bet you I could fit that last scrape in this one. And that's it. I don't even think I can get a butterfly out of this. I love this little spatula. Couple drops, that's it. I might get 1 or 2. 1, 2. Oh, I can get 3. Maybe 4. Talk about using every last drop. Need 1 more drop in this one. Okay, that's it. Cure time. Okay, Cassie, I hope you're paying attention. This is the best part of the day. We get to unmold everything, and I always start with the smallest. Oh, look at those pretty pink butterflies. These things are so shiny. Probably not for long because I keep using it so much. I'm just going to empty all of these into here. I almost have this cup filled up already. It's only been, what, I don't know, a week, 10 days maybe? That's how many drips you guys are wasting if you don't have a teeny tiny, it doesn't have to be a butterfly. Look for another different kind of mold that you can use if you don't like butterflies. I know some people don't like butterflies, but most people do. Look at that, it's almost full. Okay, more turtles. Always come out cute. I'm gonna finish all of these up in a few minutes. I keep this gets whiter and whiter, but it still comes out shiny. So until they come out dull, then I will keep using it. All right, this was okay. That looks good. Yeah, there's a couple holes, but you really can't tell. The sparkle covers all of them. The hair clips, I'll have to go find my little backings. I haven't used them for a while. So we'll put the backing clip on there. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. That is so pretty with alcohol inks in them. Love them all. Here they are. Here's the colors. What do you think? Gorgeous. And the peacock, of course. The head is the only part that takes longer to cure because it's so thin. Hopefully I don't have bubbles in them, and I don't, so it worked again. There's the trick, you guys. So I will add another color to make another dimension. Put a stick pin on the back of her, and this will go into somebody's package. A little bit of overage. Usually just pops right off, so look at that, it's gorgeous. Let's do the small turtle since it's an extra. It pops right out. A little piece right there. Oh, isn't it cute? That means the big one's gonna be just as adorbs. Oh, and you can see the sparkle even through the water ripple. Man, that makes those so shiny. Those shells in there. Oh, I'd love it. I love it. That's gonna be harder to unmold, so let's do this one. that off. This should be sparkling and gleaming and beautiful. And it is. Look at that. I hope you like that color, Cassie. It's so pretty. You could put whatever you want in it for a tray. And it's large, like both of my hands fit underneath this thing and there's still a space. So that's about how big. I don't have my ruler here and I don't remember. It might be 9 inches or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But that is so pretty. Here it is over the white. Look at that pink. Beautiful. It's so pretty. I don't see any bubbles or anything in any of the facets. Nothing at all. I don't know what that is. Maybe a little piece of loose silicone from my mold. Okay, now for the turtle. So here was the overage. It just like leaked. This is like leaning that way. So I don't know if something happened to my mold because I don't remember it doing that last time. So it just kind of leaked from here into there. So I will have some. And after I remembered off camera, I stuck a pokey stick, a dotting tool, down in the tail. So hopefully we don't have like a hole in the tail. This isn't exactly cold yet, but we're gonna try it. Oh, good, it worked. So the tail came out perfect. Please, dear God, do not let me rip this off. And the head, I should probably wait. Gosh, wouldn't that be terrible if the head came? Okay, it didn't. Shoo! There it is. What do you think, Cassie? Do you like it? You may already have it in your hands. I'm not sure. So I do need to trim. It's definitely sharp underneath, and I would never want anything to happen. You can either trim it or you can backfill it with some resin. I'll probably trim this. But she does want bling around the shell. Well, she didn't say the shell, but I guess she likes a lot of bling. So you can see the silver sparkling through. It's just perfect. You could see it through the pink. A little bit, this better because that had a layer of clear, so it's shining through the clear layer. These, can't really see the sparkling through, but here you can because that was clear. So, but that's okay. I think she might like it. Oh, we got to check the glow in the dark too. I'll do that for the final pictures, so make sure you stick around for those pictures. Okay, give me a few minutes. I need to think about what I can do for her. I will color in the eyes and the mouth, and then figure out how to jazz this up for you, Cassie.
Cassie's got a tray where the diamonds play, pink hearts shining bright in a resin ballet. Maryland sparkle runs deep in her veins, glitz and glitter pouring like champagne. A turtle that glows in the dark so fine, with shells all blinged up, a dazzling design. It's a masterpiece born of a sparkly dream, glowing pink like a cosmic beam. Oh, glitz and glow, let the magic show. Pink diamonds and turtles steal the flow. Cassie's treasures light up the night, a glittering heart and a glowing sight. Granddaughter of glam with a legacy to keep. Maryland shine runs bold and deep. The tray holds secrets of a shimmering hue, a pink heart burning bright and true. The turtle glows with a story untold. In the dark it sparkles like molten gold. Every shell a jewel, every hue a flare. Cassie's world is glitter
Okay, Cassie, it's time to show you everything. Here's the little turtles with their little bails on. I just glue them on the back with E6000. I think that's the glow-in-the-dark one. Not sure. Here is the shell one. I decided to just put the flat bag bail on. Let me fix that. And it's not too big for a pendant, I don't think. I think it's gorgeous. And then we've got, I glued on the backs of all the clips. And you have to have these skinny clips if you get this mold. The other clips don't fit. They're way too big. These barely fit, but they do fit, like to the last millimeter. So I just glued all those on, and they're pretty dry. The little turtle didn't do anything too. This is the little baby. Here is the pin. I just put silver on, glued, and then UV resin over that so it can't go anywhere. So it should stay there forever. I use the diamond dots that you all love to send me because I have them in every color, and I'm so thankful for them because I need them all the time. And I just put them all around that gnome. Isn't it adorable? This one might end up on eBay if somebody wants one coaster. It is too cute. I love it. If purple was my color, I'd probably keep it. Okay, Cassie, here is the main event. Da-da-da-da! So I figured Cassie was a princess in her house, so princesses do need crowns. And if she's a blinging little girl, she probably likes to go shopping, so I gave her her purse. And I went around the shell with some beautiful diamond rhinestones, and I put a C in the center for her name. I did put this on the bottom so she never forgets who it's from. Oops, upside down. This is not quite dry, so I'm trying to be careful. However, I'm not loving these things because you have to UV resin them in, and then you have a bubble of resin there. I still have to trim the bottom. It's not quite ready to do that yet. I'll do that tomorrow. And I'm not loving those because I don't want to have to UV resin a bubble over everything. So I think what I'm going to do is just Cricut my own name. I don't know why I didn't use a Cricut. Somebody mentioned in the comments, like, don't you have a Cricut? Can't you cut them out yourself? And I'm like, you know what? I do have a Cricut, and I never thought about it. So now that they reminded me I could do that myself, I think I'm just going to make little vinyl stickers for my name. And if they get peeled off, they get peeled off. It's no big deal, but I'm not loving the little bubble of resin, and I don't want to back coat every single thing that I put them on. So that's that. I mean, if you don't mind resining over them, then they're great, but you have to resin over them. All right, well, Cassie, I did check it. It does glow in the dark, so stick around for those pictures so you could see that. And that's it for today, you guys. Packed video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, I didn't do anything to this one. I don't think it needs anything. There's nothing to do. I'm going to trim it tomorrow, so there's no like sharp edges for her. I will use those little rubber feet that I got in Happy Mail and put them on here so they could put that on their dresser or wherever they're going to put it. So that is everything. I think I got it all. All right, guys. See you then. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art heart we see His face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle's story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. In every shade a promise new, a life of love, a life of grace.